And after hearing from the head of school, he clearly outlined the work the teachers did when the schools were closed, and the fact that the teachers were using the various social media platforms to reach out to the students. So we greatly appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, I also wish to highlight that it is for the first time in Fiji's history, our new constitution, that is 2013 constitution, specifically recognizes the rights of people or persons with disability. It establishes the right to equality and freedom from discrimination on the grounds of an individual act or supposed personal characteristics or circumstances, including disability. There was a need for a legislation that would ensure equal treatment of all Fijians, with ramifications of education, employment, and access to basic necessities. It is believed that 1 in every 100 Fijians suffers from some form of impairment, and the fundamental law provides for the protection against the physically challenged group. Never before in Fiji that persons with disability received monthly allowance. This government provides a monthly allowance of $90. It is a modest sum. The government spends around 9 million through allowance for persons with disability, and 9 million every year. In 2016, we started a 300% tax deduction for any organization or employer that employs a disabled person. In 2019 and 2020 budget, we increased it to 400%. So we are encouraging employers to actually employ persons with disability. We need to look at all this holistically. Ministry assists 17 special schools with free education grant plus $500 per child per year as special education and inclusive grant. Students with disabilities who are in mainstream school also receive this grant, and currently we have 45 schools. This brings the total additional assistance to an average of around 1 million per year for students with disabilities. You may think the amount is less, but the point is that we started recognizing, and we have encouraged the various ministries through our national budget to look after the needs of physically challenged group. The ministry is committed to working towards providing a good learning support to our students in special schools. We need to do this a lot more, and I'm pleased to say that we are working with DFAT to further improve our special inclusive education curriculum and resources. In general, teaching students with special needs has been challenging, but the passion shown by special school education teachers is admirable and greatly appreciated. I know it's not an easy task, but you're doing it so beautifully that it looks easy. I hope we can provide our teachers with a lot more support to carry out their work. It is rather unfortunate that we do not have enough qualified special and inclusive teachers. Government has allocated 50 in-service scholarship for diploma and degree programs in special and inclusive education. And therefore we are encouraging the students who would be looking for employment or pursuing further degrees or diplomas, for them to look at special and inclusive education as one area where job is guaranteed. There are many teachers who have the passion for this very noble teaching career, and I urge them to take advantage of this initiative and specialize in special and inclusive education if you have not done so. I want to assure the concerned parents that special education remains a priority for the Fijian government. Moving on to the management, I wish to acknowledge the efforts of the former and the current management boards for the good work you have done so far. You remain our core partners in the delivery of education, and we truly appreciate that. Having said this, I wish to encourage the management to make best use of the free education grant which is being provided by the government and bring necessary positive changes in your school. And this will only enhance teaching and learning environment. The ministry is always there to support and guide the management so that schools prosper and keep moving in the right direction where they can meet the demands of the current and future leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, today I wish to hand over 5 sets of computers and 1 overhead projector. And I think it fits in very well listening to the head of school when he said that the teachers were engaged in online teaching and learning with their students. During my last visit, as I mentioned earlier on, this request was made and I said that we will try and assist you, and I'm so glad that we managed to do that in a very short period. And today we'll be handing over these items which are worth over $11,600. These items have been kindly provided by the Embassy of Korea through special grant assistance. I urge the head of school to ensure that these items are all recorded in your school inventory. It is taken care of. Please install virus software and other software that needs to go into your computer so that it is well protected. I also request that you must have a surge protector to take care of any fluctuation in electricity, because the last thing you want to do is to damage these computers. And these computers, as you can see, it's a branded computer, it's Dell. So you need to take care of it. Together with this, I'm also here to hand over some personal protection equipment items to boost your current resources, that is strengthening your effort in creating and maintaining the safe school environment. Before I conclude, I'm requesting everyone to keep following the COVID safe measures and get vaccinated so that our fight against COVID-19 becomes stronger and stronger. And ladies and gentlemen, today I would like to encourage and appreciate all those who have not vaccinated to go and get vaccinated, and appreciate those who went ahead and not only got the first jab, the second jab, but also went ahead and got the booster shots, because today the vaccination rate is very high in our country, and because of that we were able to open our borders and we are allowing visitors to come to our shows. We've also opened up our economy, and it was only possible because of high vaccination rate. And I still remember those days, early days, when the COVID cases were increasing in the country, and when the government made the decision to continue with our economy, continue opening up shops, and with a lot of restriction, of course, and also to get the civil servants back at work. And we did not go under lockdown. And there was a reason for it, and today I think we all appreciate. Now in Fiji's situation, that was not the case. We made sure that we provided Fiji Airways flights to various countries to assist our own citizens to come back. And not only that, even the government paid for the quarantine. During that time, the initial days, the quarantine used to be for 14 days, and the government paid for our own citizen to stay in that quarantine facility for 14 days. So we care about our people, and we care about our economy, and all this is possible just because of the Fijians coming together and saying that we can do it, and we can do this by getting ourselves vaccinated. So those children who are still not vaccinated, and if the vaccines are available, I'm encouraging parents to please take your children for vaccination, because that is the only way you can protect your children from COVID and protect others from COVID. So with these words, ladies and gentlemen, Vinaka Vakalevu, thank you very much and thank you for listening.